It's going to be a beautiful spring day for some boat projects. We actually have everything we need this time to install the spin clutch, lock clutch, and also we have a new trailer that we're going to put together for the dinghy. So all the tools in the world that we own are in this van right now.
That's not all the tools.
We have arrived. Kurt is unlocking everything, and I am getting all the stuff out of the van. We stopped at the grocery store and got some food, so I'm going to put that in the fridge. Hopefully nothing crazy happened with the fridge in the week that we haven't been here. So we got our golf cart tickets, not tickets, but our little license stickers. So we're going to put those on the golf cart, and I'm going to unload the van, get everything out, and ready for us to make this trailer. Kurt's switching out the 2-inch ball for the 1 5/8? 1 7/8 inch ball, because that is what the tongue of our new trailer will be. It's all there in those boxes, so we're gonna work on putting that together. Okay, I'm back in the boat. Got it all opened up, airing out a bit, because it definitely smells a little musty. But I am assessing the area where we're going to put this new spin lock. So currently there's 2 access points. There's this mirrored access point, which I think goes under the Harkin cleat. And then there are these 2 little covers, which I think is washers and bolts for the regular cleat. So I think the location that we were thinking of installing this thing would be like back around here somewhere. So we'll have to drill holes through this to be able to get access, just like how this one is, to installing those bolts and putting washers on it. Unless we replace the Harkin cleat. So I'm going to remove this and see what that gives us access to. This is what it all looks like on the top side. So there's the regular cleat, and there's the Harkin cleat. So yeah, I'm going to work on adding a spin lock rope clutch to that grouping there. All right, so I got the glass panel off, and there was some insulation stuffed up in there. So I set that there, and then I got one of these off to expose the little hole and how that is bolted through there. So I think we're going to just do what they did here, make 2 little holes and cap it off just like that. So change of plans. Earlier I said we brought all of our tools, but we didn't. Well, we didn't bring the hole saw to make little holes like this in the liner, so we are going to work with the access we have up in here and install the rope clutch more next to the winch. So that access gets us like right here. So we'll go ahead and install that right there, and maybe remove this Harkin one that doesn't hold anyway. Like it just, nothing sticks in there. I got this out of the packaging. This is the part that was under here. And this was on top, like that. And then once I separated it out, I was like, well, how am I going to know which way this is supposed to go? So it says this side, this space to PXRO, and then I wasn't sure, like, well, does it go this way or does it go this way? And luckily there's this little higher piece there, and it like fits into this little slot there. So now I know it goes like this, and it just kind of sits in there. So this is the front. So I think what I'm gonna do is install it right next to this one here, because that's where our access point is. And if I am putting this in like the worst spot ever, because it's not actually gonna work with our halyard, I guess we will find that out when we start sailing. Which I know is not the ideal time to find out that something you drilled holes in the boat for isn't gonna work. But that's my best option right now, and really anything is better than that Harken cleat that doesn't work at all. So I'm gonna install it right there next to the Harken cleat, in between the stanchion, and kind of in line with where the halyard rope runs down this way. Anyhow, so I'm gonna get to that, drilling holes in the boat. One of the really exhausting things about working on a boat project is going in and out of the boat, up and on the boat every time you forget something. So I got my bolts, nuts, and washers. I am using a 3/16 drill bit, and I'm gonna make my first hole. Alright, holes were successful. There they are. I'm gonna go check out where they ended up on the underside. I need my phone for a flashlight. Alright, let's see where they came out at. Nowhere, apparently. Let me dig around to get a better look, I guess. I don't know, I expected them to come down right there. Okay, I found them. They came down where I thought they would. I was just looking in the wrong spot. So now you can see them. I had to move the insulation a little bit more, but there are my two holes. I'm gonna go ahead and install it with some 3M 5200 and some washers. Oh, if only I had fingernails so I could pull this out of here. Oh, there it goes. Just double checking before I adhere this. But the front is the upward way. This is the front. Putting some sealant in there. Putting it around here. stuff is definitely sticky. So I should line this up better from the get-go here. Oh gosh, I'm making a mess. Alright, let's go down below and work on that. I'm trying to get the sealant off my hands though before it dries. And I'm just sticky everywhere. I'm gonna need your help getting these bolts on.
Okay, I see it. Drilled holes in my boat? You want me to do it?
Yeah, you go ahead and do it.
Okay.
Maybe it didn't come down all the way because this is thicker and we need a longer one. That's just great. Spinlock clutch has been installed. It's messy, not too pretty, but it'll work. We had to run to Lowe's for a second time and get a 2-inch bolt to go through here instead of a 1.5 because it wasn't long enough since this is on an angle. So that was a fun little separate trip. I'm gonna run some rope through there and see how it works. I took some of the car sheet, nice and strong. So now I just have to get all this itchy insulation back into the hole in here. Oh my gosh, he pulled out the wires. Kurt was in here holding the wrench while I was on top screwing everything in. So put those back in there and the itchy insulation. But it's installed, so that's great. Alright, well I got that back on while I was looking for this cover that I flung off, and it's somewhere randomly in the boat here. I was looking for it. Came across a mud dauber nest. That needs cleaned up. That was frustrating getting that installed. It like mentally wore me out, so I took a little break to enjoy sitting in the cockpit. Now on to cleaning stuff up some more. So trying to get all the leaves out of here. We are definitely going to take the dinghy out today because it's beautiful weather outside. It's a little hot. It's like almost 80 degrees. But and we're gonna start the engine on the boat too. So get those motors running today. I just put more air in the dinghy, so it's ready to go once the new trailer is all put together. Kurt's just working on the top part now and the fenders. Then we will take off the little wheelie cart that we were using all last year and replace it with the new trailer. So yeah, hopefully it'll work out a lot nicer and fit on the back of the golf cart with no problem at all. We're gonna find out in probably an hour or so if it's ready to tow, and then go out on the water and check out the mooring ball. And I've got the water muffs on there. I'm gonna go try to start the engine. Gas is still connected there. I just have to prime it and connect it to a gas tank. Ooh, I don't know which tank is full. That one's got stuff in it. I'll connect it to this one right here. I hope these ever just snap on. Turn on the starting battery. Number 1, start. Grab the keys, that's important. see if I can get the engine to turn on. Just give it a minute and I'll try it again. Definitely has gas going to it. I accidentally pulled on this and it wasn't attached all the way and I got gas sprayed everywhere. But it's not leaking down there, so that's good. I got the choke on. It is a neutral, so it should definitely be starting soon. Yes. Maybe I have to have this on.
Oh, maybe.
That's probably what it was.
Definitely that.
Definitely that.
Oh, there's the guy.
Huh?
Throttle all that? Or this all the way up?
I don't know. You ready?
Don't do that.
Turn on again?
Yeah.
That's better. What?
Yeah, that you did it, huh?
I did it. It started just fine. Alright, so now I'm just going to undo everything I just did. Take the kill switch off. Oh, take the key out. This was all the way up, as you noticed when I first started it, which is what was crazy about it. We got the dinghy on the trailer, and we're like, why is it up so high? Like, who designed this thing? It's crazy. Like, why are those risers, like, so much higher than they need to be? But we got it on. It was still a two-person job. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that works perfectly.
Good. Took almost all day, but we are finally ready to go down to the boat launch with the dinghy and the new trailer and the new golf cart. So it is 6:20 right now. Here we go.
Put out your side view. I'm not sure what I say that. Way better. Not perfect getting it on there, but it's better than the dollar. It's way better towing.
Way better towing this gas golf carts. And the wheels are way better than that dolly. Alright, so the new trailer hold the dinghy really well. It's just a pain in the ass to get it off because of how high up it is. And it's not one to actually launch the dinghy, it's just one for trailering it. So we still use the dinghy wheels down there to actually launch it. Our boat ramp has really degraded over the winter. Oh my gosh. Huge pothole there. And all of this is all broken up. Be nice if they fix that. But yeah, the tide is super low. We could roll the dinghy in still, but given the time that it is, the water being really low, we don't really feel like putting it in for 5 minutes and then pulling it back out being all muddy and wet. So we are not going to go check on the mooring ball again. But yeah, it's really shallow. It's definitely good that normally we launch on this side because it's like a big muddy mess over there. But it is really nice and calm, no wind or anything. So would have been a nice day for a dinghy ride and to launch the boat. We were gonna launch the boat Sunday, tomorrow, and stay overnight tonight and launch it in the morning when the tide was high again. But we're not, because now the neighbors are here. Like, it's supposed to still be cold out and nobody else is here. But now the neighbors are here, so they're kind of like blocking our spot to pull the boat out of our spot of our campsite. So I'm like kind of ready to go home. I guess Kurt's gonna stay a little bit longer and then we'll go home. I'm like all sore and stuff from building things and working on stuff not going smoothly. It's a little frustrating. So yeah, I'm just gonna go home and come back next weekend when hopefully it's colder again. Our mooring ball is still there. It's right out there. Probably can't see it with this camera, but it looks like it's holding up really well. So we'll be back next weekend, put the boat in, check on the mooring ball, get the dinghy in the water. Yeah, so that's the plan. I'm just not feeling it today. Or this weekend. I guess I stayed up too late last night, so I was all tired and everything. But yeah, so this is probably where I'll leave you guys. Thanks for watching. Getting the trailer all put together was a lot of hard work. Kurt did a great job. The trailer is working out pretty well. We might make some modifications to it so that the dinghy sits lower, but as of right now, it worked way better. See you guys later.